Greetings YouTube, this is Datalynx Magnus, aka Datamag 2018 on Instagram, and I'm coming at you today with another G.I. Joe Classified Series review. Today we're going to take a look at Duke and Scarlett. So get them out of the package here in a second and see how they stack up. So far we've done the Cobra Trooper, and that's going to be a tough act to follow, but I have high hopes. As far as the packaging goes for Duke and Scarlett, it's pretty much what you would expect. You got pictures on the side. You got that cool artwork on the back. You got the top with the number. Your logos for skills and expertise. And pretty much the same for Scarlett. Very similar. All of these stack up pretty good. There's some nice artwork of Scarlett in action. And again, the cool poster. So let's get them out of the boxes and see what we are working with. Here we have Duke and Scarlett out of the package. And at first glance, I'm liking how Duke is looking. Scarlett is... let's talk about her separately. So we'll start with Duke here. He looks pretty good. Again, like I said in my previous video with the Cobra Trooper, you know, this is a decent resemblance of the character Duke from the cartoons, okay, and from the comic book. Like he has the yellowish shirt, he has the army green pants, and he's got the blonde hair. The double chin. So aesthetic wise, he looks like Duke. Like you wouldn't see him and think that he's some other character if you're at all familiar with G.I. Joe. They did give him a scar on his the right side of his face. I saw in the G.I. Joe Resolute movie that he had a scar on his face, but in the original cartoon he didn't have a scar. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal. And he's got some nice accessories here, like this strap going around his belt. Has a place here for one of his accessories, the binoculars. And then he also has this holster here for his sidearm. Now, one of the big hang-ups that people are talking about, and you've probably heard this by now, but the fact that they have added these kind of metallic costume pieces onto the figures. And people were saying, well, it makes them look like Fortnite figures or whatever. And I could see that. Sculpt itself, I don't have a problem with. It's the color. So maybe if that was like brown or black or even like a darker gold color or like a gunmetal or something, it probably wouldn't be as off-putting. But that is one of the biggest complaints that people have had about the line. The redesign, the modern aesthetic, and then what people call the Fortnite look. Scarlett, to be perfectly honest, I think they kind of dropped the ball with her. She does look like a Fortnite character. Like, you look at her face, that's somebody that is playing Fortnite. That's not a highly trained special mission force badass. Okay? Her hair is too light. Her face is too innocent looking and too cartoonish looking. And that's just the honest truth. The sculpt of her outfit is not bad. I'm okay with the sculpt. The colors are a little bit weird, I will say. And they seem to be all over the place. Like they couldn't make up their mind whether they wanted to make her, you know, blue and gold or gray and red. And it just looks cartoonish. So if I know me, which I do, she's gonna need some customization. Because she could be good, but those colors are just too garish, too much of a clash. So I would say they kind of dropped the ball on her. And it's unfortunate too, because Scarlett is one of the first, maybe the first female character that you even see in the cartoon. and she's like a integral character. Like, she's a big deal. She's been part of like every inclination of G.I. Joe, and they kind of messed her up. They did her dirty. All right, let's look at accessories. All right, for Duke, he has this rifle here, which is look-wise isn't bad. You know, it's not realistic per se, especially with the gold accents, but the shape and the sculpt of it is fine. This is a decent rifle. And then he's got this sidearm, which I actually like the sidearm. Again, the gold accent might be a touch much, but the gun itself is fine. Got the backpack here with the shovel. None of that comes off. This is all sculpted on, but it looks nice. Reminiscent of the old school line. And then a pair of binoculars. This is a nice touch. I do like these. And they do attach to his belt. So those are his accessories besides the stuff that's actually on his person. For Scarlett, she comes with her signature crossbow. And let's see if I can get this thing in here. So she comes with her signature crossbow, and it looks okay. I don't know. It's not really my favorite thing. And then she comes with 3 knives. This one. Then an identical version here. And then this smaller one. Now, the great thing about these accessories for these figures, these 2 figures, just like with the Cobra Trooper, you can equip the figure with nearly all of their accessories on their person. They can be stored in some way, some fashion. Probably the only one, well, the only 2 for these ones, like Duke's big rifle, there's nowhere to really put that. And then Scarlett's crossbow. But all the other things have places to go, and that's good. All right, real quick, let's look at the articulation for these 2. So we'll start with Duke here. His head is on a ball joint. He does have the extra neck articulation down here at the base. So he can look up okay. He can look down pretty good. Arms are on that traditional setup, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, ab crunch, waist twist. I believe he has the drop down hips as well. Double jointed knee. Gets good range. Wow. Duke has been doing the yoga apparently. Great range. Boot cut. And you got your forward facing pin for the rocker. So yeah, very, very good articulation. Especially for somebody that's not like Spider-Man or something. Like, this is very good articulation for a military-based figure. Scarlett, she can look up a little bit, but her ponytail kind of gets in the way. She can look down. She also has the extra neck articulation. Arms go up. This one is going to be hindered by the shoulder piece. Single jointed elbow as per Hasbro. Diaphragm cut. Waist. Ball joint. Hips go out there. She also, I believe, has drop. Yep, she does. She does have drop down hips as well. Got a thigh cut. Knee is double jointed. Boot cut. And the pivot. So, standard fare for this line. All right, real quick, before we get into size comparisons, I just wanted to show each of them with all their accessories attached. Here you got Duke with his rifle. sidearm in the holster, and it fits real good, nice and snug. I love this addition. There was that little hole on the back of the belt, and that's where you can attach these binoculars so he can carry those. He's got his backpack, and he's ready to go. He looks good. And we have Scarlett. The unique knife is stored in this kind of sheath on her bandolier or her strap here. And then the other two knives go into the back where her backpack is and her non-removable arrows. So, you know, it's nice that they can be stored. I do like that. It'd be nice if one of those arrows was removable at least, or if they had one separate arrow. I don't know. Like I said, it just, the more and more I look at Scarlett, the more I feel like they didn't take their time with her. They kind of just threw her together, which is unfortunate. All right, let's look at size comparisons. All right, here we have the Joe team from the first wave. You got Snake Eyes. You have, and this is the Snake Eyes from the deluxe release. Snake Eyes, and then you have Roadblock next to Duke and Scarlett. I do like what they've done with the sizes of the different characters. Everyone's not the same size. The guys aren't all the same height. Some people are more, you know, bigger, more, you know, muscled up than other ones, and some are more lithe or more, you know, streamlined. So I do like that. And they look good together. Like I said, this these pieces here, these gold and silver and bronze metal pieces are really what people are hung up about. I think if those weren't there, then there'd be a lot less gripes about the line. Here's Duke and Scarlett with everyone's favorite peg warmer turned army builder, the Rick Flag from Suicide Squad. I know I got these guys at Five Below for $5, and now I have like 8 or 9 of them, maybe 10. And I'm thinking that these guys would make excellent generic G.I. Joes. You know, the generic ones that don't really have a code name, and they bring them along on missions to be, you know, frontline fighters. That's exactly what I'm envisioning for these guys. Okay, here they are with the Cobra Trooper, which I did review. If you haven't seen that one, check that out. The hot toy of the week. And then this is a Black Widow MCU figure. I believe it's from either Infinity War or Endgame, one of the two. But it has the vintage Black Widow head on it. This is what Scarlett probably should have looked like. Serious, not like the girl next door. She looks like she's, you know, a badass. Whereas this one looks like someone's little sister. It's a big difference. I mean, which one are you wanting to take to battle? This one or this one? I know what my money's on. Just saying. All right, so that is the review for Duke and Scarlett of the G.I. Joe Classified line. First wave, first series. Duke's pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of problems with Duke. He does what he's supposed to do. Yes, he has some weird colors in a couple of places. I forgot to mention this bright orange watch. I'm not sure what the thinking was there. But, you know, he looks pretty good. I'm okay with him. I like him. Scarlett is another matter entirely. I really think they dropped the ball with her. She is by far the weakest figure of this wave. And I'm sure that you wouldn't really get an argument from anybody else who's got this whole wave on that opinion. She's not that great. She just isn't. She's not horrible, but she's not good. And she could have been a lot better. And it wouldn't have taken much to make her better. I think they got kind of, I don't know, maybe they underestimated the importance of the first female character. She should have been better than this. So hopefully they do better when they come out with Lady J and CoverGirl and Jinx and people like that. All right, so if you like the review, give me a like, share it, and I think next time I will review the regular release all black Snake Eyes, and hopefully and Roadblock, and maybe Destro if he's here by then. All right, later.